Hello, I'm Jacquie from Absolute Corporate Events, and following my last video, which focused on Ireland, I thought it was only fitting if I speak to my Irish friend Janet, which I believe I've known since 2003 when she was at Marriott Hotels, and she's now with the luxury brand Corinthia. So over to Janet and your colleague Trevor.
Good morning, Jacquie. How are you?
Morning, I'm good.
Good morning.
Good morning. So is it 20 years? Oh my goodness. Now I'm showing our ages. Sorry about that. Little about me. I'm Director of Global Sales, Meetings and Events for Corinthia Hotels. Background on Corinthia. Corinthia was founded in 1962 by the Pisani family. They first opened their hotel in 1968 in Malta. The business has very much grown since then, but they've kept the family values they're very much maintained in all of our hotels. Our portfolio now consists of London, Lisbon, Prague, Budapest, St. Petersburg and Malta. And I'm delighted to tell all our hotels have reopened.
Yay.
And I'm actually, which is great news. I'm now sat in the penthouse suite with my colleague, Trevor Owen, Director of Sales and Marketing at the Corinthia London.
As you do. I don't think even I've been in the penthouse suite, so next time. Anyway, hi Trevor. I hear you were one of the first luxury hotels to open in London.
So we opened on the 4th of July, and there was like a handful of hotels in London that opened, luxury hotels that opened on that day. And we just felt it was right for us to be positioned at high end and be out there first off the block into the market. There's an expression, start as you mean to go on. So that was sort of the motto and the thought process about why we wanted to be first open.
Yeah. So I'm actually coming down to London on Friday. I'm so excited. And as you know, Dana, I usually base myself at Club Quarters, which is really adjacent to the Corinthia. It's so easy to get to from the major train stations, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll let Trevor explain.
Yeah, so obviously, I think you come into Waterloo, or do you come into Charing Cross?
I come into Euston.
Euston, okay. Well, I've got something, so location-wise for both of those stations, we're positionally very, very positioned well, sorry. But I do want to let you know that we do have a partnership with Brompton Bikes, which is a British company that has given us the first branded electric Brompton bike. So if you don't want to take public transport, you've actually got a great bike that you can ride around the city or come in and out of Euston with it.
Oh, that's great. And you can actually walk from Waterloo, can't you, to the hotel?
You can, yeah.
You don't have to go public transport at all.
Yeah. I think that bike thing's probably more for my boss, Chris, because he travels around London on a bike. I'd probably be a liability, so.
I think you'd be fine.
I'll carry on coming into Charing Cross because it's only a short journey.
Yeah.
So, Janet, you know I love the hotel, and I think there's a couple of things that stand out for me. Is the spa. I think it's one of the best in London, and Kerridge's, because I think it's great value for money as well, which is attached to the hotel. And I've frequented both, as you know. So can you tell us a little bit about the spa? That's open again, is it?
So the spa reopened on the 1st of August, which was great news for us because it's obviously one of the highlights, as you mentioned, in the hotel. Kerridge's opened the same day that the hotel actually opened on the 4th of July. And I actually popped in to see the team this morning just to get a little of understanding because the restaurant looks completely no different to me. And I was talking to the team and said, you know, what safety measures, what distance have you had to put in? And they said they've only actually had to take 2 tables out of the restaurant.
Wow.
Because it's so spacious already. So it really looks no different. So if you're walking off the street, you wouldn't think, oh, that restaurant is empty. It pretty much looks exactly as it was. And I'm sure you all saw Tom Kerridge's post on LinkedIn because one evening we had quite a few cancellations. So if you are booking, we would please ask that you keep your reservation or let us know if you can't attend. But do come and join us. It's beautiful. And it's probably one of the best foods I've ever had.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with you. We all must remember, if we're taking advantage of the scheme, to cancel our bookings if we don't go ahead with them. But Kerridge's is a great find to go to as an individual.
Yeah. Can I tell you what we've done in terms of some of the menus? So we've created QR codes for all of the outlets. So you literally just put your phone on the QR code and that'll take you to the menu. So you don't actually have to touch anything. We've got very sleek stainless steel sanitizers on every table. So it's important that we do things more in a luxurious way versus the plastic bottles that you can find elsewhere. And then we've also created with Emma Willis, who is a luxury British shirt maker on Jermyn Street. She's created masks for all of the staff in the hotel.
Wow.
So we've kind of a little bit more creative than wearing sort of the masks that you see everybody wearing that are, I think, £3 and boots. But it's a very nice feel. And the garden lounge, which we've just turned into an al fresco dining area where we're doing rosé and salads, is being really well received because it's outdoor space and everybody.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. So just touching on a couple of the other hotels in the group, because I know I've worked with you, Janet, on most of them, and as you know, I'm off to Malta, where I think you were originally founded in 1962. So I'm off there next year, but I think one of the ones to highlight, particularly for the corporate market, is Lisbon, because it's quite a large property, and I think sometimes people think Corinthia is a smaller boutique offering, but Lisbon can definitely do those bigger numbers, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Corinthia London is our largest meeting space hotel within the group. We can accommodate up to 800 people in our largest room. We also have 16 meeting rooms on the same level, all with natural daylight, which is quite unique. And they're actually going through a refurb at the moment. So by the end of the year, all the bedrooms, the meeting space, it'll all be finished. So, which is amazing news for us. So that's what Lisbon is reopened. It reopened last Saturday, so it's fantastic. Please come. And also, with regards, they can hold 800 people, but they can also do the meetings for the social distance because they have that space.
Yes.
So it's worth keeping in mind.
So Jackie, we've just done, I'm very excited to announce that we've just actually done our first meeting for about 22 people. So I know that's a small number, but at least that gives us hope that there are meetings that are still going to go on in our business. So yeah.
Absolutely. We all want to get meetings moving in Britain, don't we? So just going back to F&B, probably something I enjoy quite a lot. So I guess you're offering the 50% scheme as well in the hotel.
So we've signed up with most of the government initiatives, and that one is one that we're participating in. The Crystal Moon Lounge, where we do our afternoon tea, has been really well received since opening. So I think a lot of people with the lockdown actually want to dress up and put a suit and a tie on and have afternoon tea with the Baccarat crystal and some champagne. So it's a nice thing to see that people are coming back and enjoying a little bit of luxury, which they may have not been able to experience over the last couple of months.
Yeah, no excuse next time you're popping.
Yes.
No excuse.
Spa and afternoon tea with a glass of champagne. That really is me, isn't it? Sparring and drinking. Although I am focusing and working hard in the day, obviously, just in case my boss is watching this. Yeah. Oh, well, that's great to hear. I'm really pleased you guys are up and running, and it'd be lovely to catch up when I'm next in London. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's been lovely to see you.
Thank you, Jackie.
Come see us soon.
Please.
We will.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.